It is definitely coming from metal tradition and from folk tradition, but there is so much more, because for me, I've always listened to a lot of different musics and experimental people, and when your main inspiration comes from nature, it becomes impossible for you to compose in black and white, or at least for me, it's impossible to compose in only one style, because it reduces the possibilities to experiment, to try new things, or at least to add enough colors and emotions to your songs. So to me, to these songs, metal and folk are very important, because I suppose they sum up pretty well the state of mind I was in when this album was made, because my inspiration came mainly from what I could experience in nature, the emotions I could get from there. I think there has been a mixture of experimenting again, the beauty and the strength and the peace that you can get there. But also I started to feel, it was 2 or 3 years ago, I started to feel very clearly that things were starting to go wrong, that, the trees, they needed water, and, you could tell, even though the words global warming had not been said yet in the news, you just had to go for a walk and see by yourself. And I think for me, I started to be torn between different forces, some of them being full of positivity, when I speak about such beauty and diversity and the colors and the textures and everything. And at the same time, I started to feel very uncomfortable, because every time I was going on a walk, I could tell that something was wrong. I was getting all those signals, and at the same time, I was there to take something from nature again, because then I would make my songs out of it. So I started to feel a bit like I was intruding, as a human being into somewhere which somehow doesn't want us anymore if we go on treating her like that. And those separate forces, I think, were there all the time as I was working on the new songs. So I think this can easily be translated into, the metal on one side, which is heavier, and at the same time free and very straight. And on the other hand, the folk side, which is, very, like if your feet were in the earth when you play, it's very genuine kind of music. So I would say it was very natural that those two styles would be at the origin of this album.